Hello, dear students. Let us continue with the chapter Body Movements. In the last class, we learned about the skeletal system and the various types of bones. We finished about the bones, right? We learned about the upper limbs, lower limbs, shoulder bone, pelvic bones, backbone, right? Yes. So we all know that how are bones important to us, how we are able to move our body, what is the movement of the body, right? So today we are going to learn about the skull bones. The skull bone is made up of many bones joined together. It encloses and protects the important part of our body, that is brain. Brain is the important part of our body as it sends the message, right? It is very important part of our body as it sends a message to our brain. So whatever we feel, like whatever we see, it directly sends the message to our brain and we understand what is it, right? Yes, if you have to see the board, you will see it with your eyes. But how will you get to know that it is that particular letter or that particular word? That is because of our brain. It stores the knowledge, right? Yes, that is why it is an important part of our body. So the skull protects the important part of our body, that is brain. So dear students, now let us learn more about skull bones. Do you know how many bones does the skull presents? There are 22 bones that is present in the skull. Yes, it is a very big number, right? Yes. So have you ever noticed that there are no movements in the skull because it is a fixed bone? As it is a fixed zone, it is immovable joint. It is immovable joint. There is no joint present. And if it is not a moving, it is immovable. It is fixed to one place. It is fixed joint. It is not movable joint. The skull is fixed and it is immovable joint. So dear students, the skull are made up of two bones, that is cranial bones and facial bones. Cranial bones, there are 8 bones present in cranial bones and there are 14 bones present in facial bones. Cranial bones is nothing but the part of our head, this part, and the facial bone is nothing but this part. Okay, students, the part which is from our eyes to our lower jaw is our facial bone, and cranial zone is our head, back head. Okay, students, yes. How does the cranial bone help? It helps us to form the cranial brain. The cranial bone helps us to form the cranial brain, and it has 8 bones. It has 8 bones. You can see that each bone has a particular name, right? Such as frontal, parietal, temporal, occipital, ethmoid, sphenoid. These are the 8 bones present in cranial bone, right? Yes. There are 14 other bones which are present in facial bones. Only the mandible bone is movable. That is, our lower jaw is movable, right? Only the lower jaw is movable. Only because it is movable, we are able to speak. Or else, are we able to speak or move our lips? No, right? Yes. So, the facial bone forms the front part of the skull and the cranial bone forms the back side of the skull. I hope you all have understood what is skull bone, how important it is to us. Let us continue the session in the next class. Thank you, class. Enjoy learning.